What did Cat Williams say? You gots to tell them no. You gots to tell them no, because if you don't tell them no, you're always going to be giving, 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 and then you will have no energy for yourself. Hi, it's so nice to see you. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Callie, and this is Live in Present. Today, we're going to be talking about saying no and not feeling guilty for it. So you already know the drill. Get a cup of tea, sit down, get comfortable, because we're going to really get into it today, okay? I'm passionate about this one. Listen, before I even start, let me preface this by saying that this video is not to tell anyone to be mean. This video is not to tell anyone to not, be kind and help people. That's not what this video is about. This video is for the people pleasers and the recovering people pleasers and the people that genuinely have a hard time telling other people no. Cool? Yep, cool. So that was a small little disclaimer. Don't come for me. The art of saying no, it is a boundary. And a lot of times you find it hard to say no because you have no boundaries, right? Boundaries are something that not only you have to set for other people, but you also have to set them for yourself. And you have to stand 10 toes on your boundaries. What you say, go. So if you say no, say it with your chest. Be kind, but say it with your chest. It is no. You cannot feel guilty about setting boundaries for yourself. You will feel guilty in the beginning, but you need to change your mindset about that. I want you to take this idea out of your head. Saying no is not disrespectful. It's not rude. Every yes that you say is a no to something else. So I want you to think about your energy like a battery. For every time you tell someone yes when it is inconvenient for you to give them that yes, think about your battery being drained. Your energy is being drained. Something else that you need to attend to is being told no because you refuse to tell other people no. So when something is not aiding you in your growth, when something is not a benefit for you, and remember my disclaimer, this is not in every situation. For every person that you tell yes when you have something else to do, you are draining your own battery, you are draining your own energy. Now, the thing is, when you genuinely do not want to do something for someone, please just say no. When you say yes and you do not want to help them, it's very obvious that you don't want to help them because your face, your demeanor, your actions, you might have an attitude, your body will tell them that you do not want to help, but you're doing it anyways because you feel like you have to. So it's no longer genuine. So the best thing to do in that situation is just to say no. When you don't want to do something or someone's asking you for a favor, or whatever the circumstance is that you do not want to do and you want to say no, you don't need to be mean. You don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to have an attitude. You can say no in a respectful and kind way. Be honest, not apologetic. No is no. You're not going to apologize. You're not going to over explain, because here's the thing. When you tell someone no and then they ask you why, that basically what they're telling you is, tell me your reason for telling me no so I can tell you if your reason is important enough or not. So I can tell you if your reason makes sense or not. When you say no, it's no. Period, point blank. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you if you want to be spicy, when they say why, say Z. And when they're like, what? Just say, I thought we were saying letters of the alphabet. I promise you, they're going to be like, wait, what? But again, this tact is, you have to use grace with this. Obviously, you're not going to do that to someone that you care about. It's a level of finesse of how you're going to say no, but always come with empathy. But do not be apologetic. Don't over explain yourself. No. It just means no. And you don't, I'm a bit more of a blunt person, so I'll just say no. You don't have to, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this. No. No. The answer is no. Just like that. It all depends on who you're talking to. Now, you can say no, but if this is someone that, because you don't want to be burning bridges now. So you have to, it's, like I said, it's a finesse. You have to be careful with how you're delivering your no, because people can feel offended by it very easily. So if it's someone, depending on the relationship, like a family member, like a spouse, like a friend, intimate relationships, you want a different approach. So when you say no, offer an alternative. So if you can't help today, for example, you have a bunch of things to do today, or you're in the middle of something that you cannot help them today, and you have free time tomorrow, say, no, listen, I can't do that today, but I can help you another day. If you just don't have any time to help them at all, offer them a different alternative. Maybe refer them to someone else that they might be able to ask that can help them. Because my mother always used to say this to me, seek a friend before you need a friend. So you will need favors as well. So you have to be able to understand that, is this something that I can do in 5 minutes? Is it going to put me out of my way? Is it a huge favor they're asking me to do? These are the questions that you need to ask, because you don't want to be burning bridges. If someone is asking you for a favor and you're always telling them no, they might get offended by it. They probably will get offended by it, but this all goes back to whether you care for that relationship or not. If you can help and you value that relationship and you can offer an alternative, I definitely recommend you do that. Just be careful of how you say the no. It's a fine line. It's a fine line. You kind of got to tiptoe on the line a little bit. Not everyone is going to like that, and that's okay. Right. And this goes back to what I was saying. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this goes back to what I was saying before about it depends on who you're talking to, because some people are not going to like it. Some people are not going to like it. They're not going to be happy about it. They're going to be mad, and that's okay. Be mad, cry about it. Oh well. Sometimes you have to be the villain. In my past, when I would tell certain people no, I was seen as mean, I was seen as stuck up. But guess what? I don't care, because either which way I said no. And that does not change. I'm okay with being the villain. A lot of times people do not like the fact that you set boundaries and you stand on them, especially if you're a person that did not have boundaries before. And then all of a sudden now you're setting boundaries. Oh, yeah, people are not going to like it because they're used to being able to take advantage of you. And a lot of times, don't get me confused. Some people take advantage of people consciously, but a lot of times it's something that is unconscious, because when you are always giving and giving and giving and giving and you never tell people no, they get accustomed to that. So when you do tell them no, they're kind of like, well, what's wrong with you? And then you got to hit them with so what's wrong with you? You're saying no because you are respecting yourself, your time, and your energy. Like I said before, takers are going to take no matter what. And the way how I look at it, if me setting boundaries for myself makes me the villain, then baby, I am the villain. Gladly. Call me Maleficent. I have no problem being the villain of your story, because being the villain of your story means that I'm the hero in mine. And I'm not going out of my way to hurt you. I just said no. But a lot of people do not like to hear the word no. And that is not my problem. That's your problem. That's your business. What did Cat Williams say? You got to tell them no. You got to tell them no, because if you don't tell them no, you're always going to be giving, 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 and then you will have no energy for yourself. You'll have no energy to do the things that you want to do for yourself because you're always giving. A lot of times people take advantage of your kindness, and that's where the resentment and the anger, that's where that comes from, is because people take advantage of you. But I want to tell you something, baby. People only take advantage of you because you allow them. Let that sink in. People only take advantage of you because you allow it. People do what you allow. So if you let people take advantage of you, they will take advantage of you. Not because they're bad people, just because you allow it. You let me. So yeah, you got to stand 10 toes. You got to set some boundaries. You have to respect your own self before anybody else will respect you. And learning to say no and not feel bad about it, that's a you thing, right? And what happened to me is that I would get angry at people asking me things, and it would be like someone would ask me for a favor and I genuinely didn't want to do it, and instead of just saying no, I would have an attitude about it. That makes it worse, versus had I would have just said no, that person would have either done it themselves or they would have asked someone else to do what they were asking them to do. On a more professional note, you might want to go to therapy about that guilt wound that you have, because you definitely have a guilt wound. I know, because I had a guilt wound, and that's why that guilty feeling always came in. It's because I had a guilt wound. There's a part of your life where you developed the guilt wound, and we gonna have to root that out, because setting boundaries is hard at first, but the more you do it is the better you get at it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video at all, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That really helps. Have a good day, baby, as always, and I will see you next week for my next video. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Do my little dancey dance. I put on my pants, we're playing, and I don't get to talk to me, and then I talk to me. Quit playing. I love making these videos.